Twilight Saga 6, The New Chapter. Opening Vision. The film opens with a haunting dream sequence where Renesmee Cullen sees herself standing in a burned forest surrounded by ash. In her vision, strange golden-eyed strangers whisper her name and warn her of a reckoning. She awakens shaken, hinting that her half-human, half-vampire nature is drawing attention from forces far older than the Volturi. A new peace in Forks. The Cullen family enjoys a rare period of peace. Bella, now a full vampire, narrates how Forks has remained quiet since the confrontation with the Volturi years ago. Jacob remains close to Renesmee, protecting her as she matures rapidly, appearing physically in her late teens, though still emotionally young. Their bond grows complicated, with Jacob's imprinting evolving into something deeper. The Volturi shadow. In Italy, Eros senses a shift in the supernatural balance. The Volturi have grown restless, fearing that Renesmee's existence sets a dangerous precedent. Eros sends out spies to watch the Cullen family, preparing a new scheme not only to control them, but also to harness Renesmee's unique hybrid powers for his own empire. Renesmee's restlessness. Renesmee struggles with her identity, neither fully human nor vampire. She yearns for independence beyond her family's protection. Bella and Edward argue about giving her freedom, with Edward fiercely protective while Bella empathizes with Renesmee's need to explore the world and her own destiny. Jacob's dilemma. Jacob faces pressure from his Quileute pack. Some wolves resent his devotion to Renesmee, believing his imprinting ties him too closely to vampire affairs. This creates friction within the pack, as old tensions between wolves and vampires resurface. Jacob must balance loyalty to his people with his undeniable bond to Renesmee. The stranger's arrival. A mysterious vampire named Lysandra arrives in Forks, claiming to have known of other hybrids centuries ago. She warns the Cullens that Renesmee is not the first, but perhaps the last of her kind, and that ancient forces are stirring to hunt her down. Her cryptic words unsettle the family. Unearthed history. Through Lysandra's tales, the Cullens learn of ancient vampire hybrids created through forbidden unions, most of whom were hunted and destroyed. These hybrids were feared because their unpredictable abilities could rival even the Volturi. Renesmee may carry a dormant power that the Volturi desperately want to control. The Volturi's first move. Volturi envoys arrive in Forks under the guise of diplomacy, but tension quickly rises. Eros messengers demand Renesmee travel to Volterra for education and protection. Edward rejects the offer outright, but the encounter confirms their worst fears. War with the Volturi is brewing again. Family division. The Cullens debate their next step. Carlisle urges diplomacy to avoid another war, while Emmett and Rosalie push for preemptive action. Bella, for the first time, challenges Edward's authority, believing Renesmee must be allowed to choose her path. The family begins to fracture under the weight of the decision. Renesmee's secret training. Determined not to be a burden, Renesmee secretly trains with Jacob and Lysandra to hone her hybrid gifts. She learns she has an ability beyond her mind touch, the power to project emotional influence, bending others' wills slightly, a dangerous talent that could alter battles. Wolf Pack Schism. The Quileute pack faces division. Some wolves, led by Leah Clearwater, fear that protecting Renesmee could mean war with the Volturi, something beyond their scope. Others remain loyal to Jacob. This schism threatens to weaken their ability to defend Forks, adding tension to Jacob's leadership. The warning attack. The Volturi send a brutal message by destroying a peaceful nomadic coven allied with the Cullens. Alice's vision reveals the Volturi plan a full assault, using fear to drive the Cullens into surrender. The Cullens realize time is running out to prepare allies for what's coming. Gathering the allies. The Cullens begin reaching out to past allies, the Denali clan, the Amazonian coven, Garrett, Benjamin, and others who once stood with them. Yet some hesitate, weary of Volturi retribution. Carlisle's diplomatic skills are put to the test as he seeks to unify a fractured vampire world. Jacob and Renesmee's bond. As danger looms, Jacob and Renesmee's relationship intensifies. Their bond transforms from protector and child to two equals with deep affection. They share moments of honesty about fear, love, and the uncertain future. Edward struggles to accept this evolution, leading to powerful father-daughter and father-Jacob confrontations. The betrayal. One of the Cullen allies, driven by fear, betrays their location to the Volturi. This treachery leads to an ambush in the woods where the Cullens barely escape. The loss of trusted allies forces Bella and Edward to question whether victory is even possible. The prophecy revealed. Lysandra reveals an ancient prophecy about a hybrid who could end the rule of kings. She believes Renesmee is destined to overthrow the Volturi, not merely survive them. This revelation terrifies Edward, but empowers Renesmee, who embraces her role as more than just a daughter or a symbol. Preparing for war. The Cullens, wolves, and remaining allies prepare for the inevitable Volturi attack. Training montages show Renesmee mastering her projection ability, Jacob rallying the wolves, and Bella unleashing her shield at new magnitudes. Tension fills the air as they ready themselves for what may be their final stand, the Battle of Forks. The Volturi descend with overwhelming force. A brutal, emotionally charged battle erupts in the forest near Forks. Vampires clash, wolves tear through guards, and Bella's shield protects her family. Renesmee, using her new powers, weakens the Volturi's resolve by sowing doubt and fear among their ranks. Arrow's defeat. In a climactic showdown, Renesmee confronts Arrow directly. Instead of killing him, she uses her powers to project the truth of his tyranny into the minds of his own guard, breaking their loyalty. Arrow is left powerless, and the Volturi collapse without their leader's iron grip. The vampire world faces a new beginning, a new dawn. With the Volturi defeated, the Cullens realize the supernatural world has changed forever. Renesmee embraces her identity as a bridge between species, vowing to protect both humans and vampires. Bella closes with a narration, reflecting that immortality is not about endless time, but about the choices that define one's eternity. Jacob stands at Renesmee's side, hinting at a future where love, not fear, guides the new chapter of their lives.